If your boyfriend likes photos and videos of girls with huge butts on the internet, then this video is for you.
Brianacarly. Due to me completely just bombing my intro every time I tried to record, I'm just going to jump right into this time. So I was scrolling down Instagram and I saw a post by Spiritual Word. It's an account or whatever, but the story that stuck out to me, it was this young girl. Her name was Michaela. She basically shared her story on TikTok saying that her ex-boyfriend was at the time liking pictures of this certain Instagram model. So it made her insecure, and so she sought out surgeries, BBLs, and things of that nature to, I guess, resemble the women that he was liking on social media. She also went into details about how this made her insecure. She said it just made her feel like she wasn't good enough. She didn't look like the women that he was showing interest in by liking these photos, so she just wasn't happy with herself. So after spending all of this money and all of this time going through all of this recovery to look like the woman that she thinks he likes, they break up. And so now she's here with this irreversible surgery that she wasn't really fully on board with getting for herself. She just wanted to get it to please him. And to put a twist to it, she says now since they have broken up, all of the surgery she has gotten to look like the woman he liked at that time, that's not even his type anymore. So I don't know what his new type is, but what she went and risk her life, put her life on the line to get these surgeries, like, he doesn't even like that anymore. So if you read the comments and stuff, it's debatable whether like she's sincere about this or whatever, because everyone's saying, well, she's in this video, she's still flaunting around her body like she thinks she's all that. And I'm here to tell you, having a nice body, having a gorgeous face, being conventionally attractive does not exempt a person from feeling insecure. So although she might look like a bad bee, if that mind is not right, she can still feel like trash. But with this video, it just sparked something in me, and then I was like, you know what, I already did a video on this because I was like mad at the person I was dealing with at the time. In February 25th, which is this year, I did a video and I was basically saying any type of body changes you want to do, make sure you're doing them for yourself, because if you're doing this to appease a man, you will send yourself completely off, because they switch it around. It goes by trends, what's popular, what's high value, or whatever the case is. Like, make sure any change you're making to yourself is for yourself. So since I already had that footage from February 25th of this year, already pre-recorded, already with the in real-time emotions behind it, aggravation, I'm going to insert the whole clip right here and let it play, because it definitely applies to right now. So I think I'm gonna just make this video as me venting. It is a topic that I have written down, but it's just like really blowing me, and I think it has a lot to do with the cultures of today, like the whole trending, go get a BBL, go get all this face work done, and some of the stuff that we're not even researching far enough to know like what's going to be an aftermath in like 10+ years, like when our skin no longer has a certain elasticity to hold up certain shit and all that other stuff. But just like, bruh. But whether it's to lose weight, gain weight, get that BBL surgery or breast surgery or whatever other surgeries out there, or go natural or wear makeup or wear wigs and weaves, like, make sure you're doing that because you want to. Don't let anybody tell you what size is right for you. Oh, you look sick because you're too skinny, or you look too big, because at the end of the day, it's what you're comfortable with. Because I feel like when I was skinny, I was happy. But then you got people saying you look sick or you need to put on a couple of pounds. And now everybody's silent when I don't got fat as hell. But like, they quick to give you the negative stuff. Like, now y'all probably talking amongst each other saying, ooh, y'all see how much weight she put on? Y'all see she getting big. And then don't let me get started on what the guys are saying. Like, I hope any change you're making has nothing to do with a guy's input, because they will literally tell you they want this and that. They want you skinny as a stick, and then they'll be over there chasing up after a fat girl. Like, if anything, they do anything as long as it has a slit. Okay. You might have a boyfriend in your face and they're telling you, oh, I don't think you should go get surgery. I don't think you should get a BBL. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. But then if you look in the search engine, their search bar, they're looking up that very bitch that got every aspect that you're trying to obtain that you're telling you not to do. Like, so that's why I'm saying you make sure you're doing what you want to do because you want to do it, not because you're influenced by somebody else. And don't let anybody stray you from what you want. Whatever you want your body to look like should have absolutely nothing to do with what a guy told you he wants. Like, I don't care whether it's a boyfriend, a spouse, or the crush that you had a crush on for 20 years. Like, no. All of those are non-factors. From my own personal experience, I used to be 120, 125 pounds. I used to be tiny. And so you know, life happened, boom, a baby, and then just all type of stuff, trying birth controls, and that's helping blow me up. And then I didn't keep up the best type of diet. So here I am, bam, 190. So of course I'm bigger now. And of course my huge goal would be to get around that range of 125-ish, 130. I'm not even trying to get under the 120 where I used to be, because I feel like that's absolutely ridiculous. But I saw how I used to look. That's the weight that I felt happiest at. I'm not letting my weight define me, but I feel like I was able to maneuver around without breathing heavily and all of that type of stuff. So that's the goal I have set. I don't care if a guy tells me, oh, you thick, you look good how you are. That still does not change the fact that I want to go back to the weight that I felt most comfortable with. Not even like as far as being insecure, but what I felt healthy at, and I was able to do a sprint without, I'm going up the stairs now and I'm just like, this can't be life. But then you might have your spouse, like at the time, personal example, oh, you shouldn't get that skinny. You don't look good that skinny. That was too skinny. You should probably do such and such. You should just lose this amount of weight. Da, 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 da. But then when I think back and all the little whoosies I had to check him on, and you being too friendly with those chicks were toothpicks. Whole time you telling me I don't need to get back that small. And then it's like, well, that's the size you met me at. That's the size you were attracted to. And now all of a sudden I shouldn't get that small. But the people I have to check you on are also that small. And it's literally the same thing with the fat transfer stuff. When I used to be heavily interested in getting a BBL, which now I'm scared to death of it, and I probably would never go get it, heavy on the no. I would just risk it in the gym before I risk it on the table, because this is the same person to be like, oh, you don't need to go get that. But then you looking all at the BBHs, big booty hoes, and just, bruh, that's all your algorithm consists of. But then you telling me not to be too skinny, but then also not to go get a big booty. And so, honestly, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I feel like guys will tell you and try to keep you in this one zone, tell you not to get too small, or tell you not to get too, whatever point will make you most confident, that's where they don't want you at, because then they won't be comfortable. Then you will shake up the room with them to where they feel like they got to step their game up because they're competing with. I'm pretty sure this was like the quickest video ever, but it was just like, that's just a venting moment that I wanted to get off my chest, because like I've been trying to lose weight, and then you got the people that you meet and run across, they're like, oh, you don't need to do this. At the end of the day, y'all need to cut it out. I don't know if y'all trying to compliment somebody, but if a person's not comfortable with whatever situation they got going on, there's nothing you can say to make them okay with it. And then a lot of the times too, like people, like even with the guys, friends too, they will tell you, oh, you good, you okay. They're trying to keep you also at a point where they're comfortable with being around you. People just don't be wanting you to be in your glow, in your best moment. And so that's why I'm saying everything you do, you need to make sure you're doing it for yourself. And like if it's a problem with insecurities and stuff like that, before you go doing the most, especially when it comes to surgery, you got to get right with yourself before anything you do, because if you're still insecure and you just haven't conquered being okay with yourself, you're going to find the next thing wrong. And so that's why I'm like, I'm just trying to get myself together because I know losing weight isn't going to make me just like everything's cool, everything's going smooth, and everything's perfect. So that's why I'm just trying to get heavy on the mental part before I even get the whole weight loss thing going, because I don't want to get to that point where I've worked so hard and then find the next set of things to just be so uncomfortable with. And you see all of that? All of that is me doing it for myself, me considering how I'm going to feel. I don't care what the next person thinks. I don't care if the person, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if I made it to 118 pounds and I was out here looking like a lollipop like I used to. If I worked hard to lose that much weight and get to that size, that's where I'm going to stay at. Because people will give you all the advice that keeps you at a spot where they're comfortable with. So you're not outshining them, or they at least don't feel like they have to compete with others for your attention. And so I don't even know where I'm really going with this, but that was my mini rant. And if you sat here and listened to it to its entirety, I thank you for that. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also just give me your input. But that was just a quick thing because I feel like I'm always bombarded with what somebody else feels like I should do for myself, or what type of look I should go for. And I'm just tired of it. I'm just like, no, if I'm not happy being thick, then I'm going to go back to the size that I want to go to regardless. And if that makes certain people unhappy, then you're not for me. You're not supposed to be my friend. You're not supposed to be my boyfriend, or whatever the case is. So, okay, but I'm out. So I just thought this topic was a great way, an opportunity for me to upload content that I was kind of uncomfortable with because I felt like it was outdated, but clearly it's not. But whether her video was just attention seeking or to get 15 minutes of spotlight, she spoke the truth of many women who don't admit it. A lot of the choices that they make are to get the attention of men. So with that being said, thank you for watching. And if you do like videos like this, let me know in the comments. Give me your opinions. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next video.